Hi there, welcome Capricorn. Big changes, exciting changes, even prosperous changes with your career, money, and work stories. During the month of August, opportunity will start to knock on your door. So let's dive into how that work, money, prosperity stories can show up for you. We're going to break it down the month in great detail as I go through every planetary transit you need to know and also the dates. However, also let me introduce myself properly. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising people who are listening today. My name is Lori Lothian. I am using the Western Tropical Zodiac, whole sign houses, fixed stars, and minor asteroids. Delight me, and I share that detail with you in my channel, all signs format, up to 20 to 30 videos every month that are helping you to navigate your life using astrology as a tool. I would say time your best life. So hopefully I can be a part of that for you, and that's what my goal is here today. Now, I'm also going to tell you that I have a couple of things to share, mostly that if you want to get my 2024 all signs videos or individual videos, those are 90-minute videos forecasting the year of 2024. They're less than half price right now. It's a summer sale. This content was never public. It was offered as private video purchases last fall, and now I'm giving it away at less than half price. Check below. Do you want to learn how to time your best life by being your own astrologer? Why not? Because I'm teaching my Sky Reader class for the 5th time this fall, 6 weeks long, live courses, Q&A, coaching calls once a week, homework, a section in Facebook where you can, if you want to join the group, share your experience of the class and post some homework with the others of like mind, and have evergreen forever access to the content when it's over. Under the more button and the dot, click that, and in below, the description box below, you will find the link to get on the early bird discount wait list so that you can get the early bird code for discounted tuition. So if you're not on that list, you probably won't get it. All right. Thanks for checking out my stories and what I do. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I'm recording for you here with the intention to let you know that Jupiter and Jupiter and Mars are doing something very special in your 6th house of work. That it's like your job, your work, your workspace, the work you do in the world, and they're coming together in a way you haven't seen since 1989. And this means this is an area of expansion, growth, and prosperity, especially because Jupiter in that part of the sky through to next June is bringing that for you anyway. But Mars in the sign or house of his joy for you is going to bring in the goods. Direction, passion, action are going to be taken this month to bring you new opportunities in the work and career space. Now, some of that may translate to other areas of your chart, such as home and rental properties, but we'll be getting into that as I break the sky down in detail. Just know it's a beautiful and rare transit, and it is affecting you in a mostly positive way that you should actually find something good about it rather than just chaotic or challenging, as life can be all of these things. Now, one thing I'm going to do is break down each of the planets, what they're doing, where they're going, how it influences you, and then we'll do the chronology of the month by dates. Venus is moving in the sky through Leo, August the 5th through to the 29th. Did I say Leo? Virgo, August the 5th to the 29th. Already. So Venus in the sign of Leo is in a sign that has to do, Capricorn folks, with your chunky money, or what with money that is Virgo. She was in the sign of your chunky money, which is your 8th house in Leo. Sorry, this is me on jet lag, but she is going now August the 5th into your 9th house, out of that chunky money house into your 9th, to do with foreign lands, foreign shores, foreign travel, third marriages or marriage type partnerships, book publications, international themes, visas and passports, courts and legal matters, and higher education, among others. When Venus is in Virgo traveling through your 9th house, you actually enjoy this transit. There's a simple reason why you enjoy this transit. She flows to you in an earth trine to your Capricorn sun, career and purpose, moon, home and body, or your Capricorn ascendant, all things about you, everything about you. So having this flowing energy of Venus in an earth sign to your Capricorn identity is going to be a feel-good transit August the 5th through to the 29th of August. And it may involve travel. Venus doesn't mind pleasure travel, and Mercury will be up there with her as well during the month of August, between about the 5th through to the 15th. And having Mercury up there with her is also going to feel like, hey, I think I want to do some pleasurable travel or some pleasurable learning, ideal for getting acceptances into universities or colleges if you have done that, or finding something positive developments around higher education. Venus transiting up here also can make you very attentive to your spiritual path, your spiritual philosophy and ideology, but it's feminine energy and it's priestess energy. It's kind of like the sacred priestess in Virgo. And so you might be doing some sort of, I don't know, temple priestess spiritual events during the month of August. I am sorry, my microphone is all over the place. One other piece of this, if you've been working to succeed in a legal matter, Venus will be there, and with Mercury retrograde, legal matters from the past can be resolved effectively during August 5th to the 29th. Mercury's complicated. He's complicated because he'll be retrograding. So a retrograde Mercury is bringing things from the past. Let's break his retrograde down. Mercury will begin his retrogradation on the 5th of the month. And he is retrograding at 4 degrees of Virgo. That's that 9th house area that we just described all the meanings of. So teachers, professors, educational opportunities, legal matters, travel opportunities from your past, or foreigners from your past will come into your present. Well, you know, emails, phone calls, text messages, who knows, but you'll be aware of them. And that's something, it could be from your long past or even just last July, but from the past, in the past, from the past coming forward. August the 15th to the 29th, then Mercury is also moving backwards, but now going back to that chunky money place that he spent much of July in, and that's your 8th house. And you know, you may have to go back and revise your taxes, reassess your investment portfolio, reassess the way you share resources with a significant other in business or love. Those are return to reassess, revise, and rethink those areas of your life as Mercury retrogrades backwards on August the 15th to July August the 29th through that chunky money house. He turns around at 21 degrees on the 29th of the month, 29 degrees of Leo, and moves forward, which means that you will move forward with those types of money stories, especially given that much of the month of August until the 3rd week, you'll have the sun shining a spotlight in this area that's quite dark. You know, like what's going on with my investment portfolio? What's going on with my 401k? What's going on with my money I share with my partner? What's going on with my taxes? You know, what's going on with my mortgage and credit card debts? The sun is shining there for the first 3 weeks of the month. And you're really focused on looking at that with a big light in there. And then all of a sudden you get Mercury going backwards, 15th of August to the 29th. So particularly the 15th of August to about the 21st or 22nd, you're hyper-focused with a flashlight and a revision mindset regarding your longer term money narratives. Because what you don't pay attention to will be harmful to you. And the sun is trying to show you what to look at by brightening the room of the 8th house. And Mercury is the ideas, communication, and notifications and necessary adjustments to do with your monies of the 8th house. Right. What about the other planetary bodies? As I have been recording all day in one big batch filming, and I have jet lag and laryngitis. Sorry about that, guys. We talked about the idea that Mars will be in your 6th house from July 20th, which is a house of his joy, and it's the house of your work, pets, and tendencies. It's the house of your debts and the house of your health. He'll be there in the house of his joy, the 20th of July to September 4th. I put my All Signs video out on the 20th, the day I'm recording. Go check it out for a deeper dive. But long story short, this is really good for momentum and action and passion and drive and decisions regarding work and work opportunities. This has got Jupiter's blessing, and you haven't had that blessing here since 1989. So it's expansive, it's prosperous. If it's about health, it's positive outcomes connected to your health. It may or may not require surgical operations because Mars rules cutting devices and penetrating equipment, but Jupiter says, and everything works out and everything is going to be fine. Also, you could look at this Mars as situations to do with pets, and Jupiter blesses the situation. Jupiter Mars is like, I don't know, a big pit bull or something, but some of you may consider getting a pet, especially with the North Node and Chiron in the 4th house at the time that Mars and Jupiter co-join. Some of you may be executive commanding decisions to get a pet. Alrighty. If you want to quit a job, and some of you may, South Node in the 10th house, Mars, Jupiter conjunct in your 6th, quitting a job leads to good things, blessed endings in job situations available for you in the month of August. And Saturn is still and will be until 2026, the month of February. Saturn is still in your Pisces 3rd house. This is where you might have felt there has been some difficulty and hardship regarding travel, short distance travel, regarding sibling relationships, especially younger, and extended aunts, uncles, nieces, and nephews, or some shade going on, some conservative, sober-minded realism regarding the idea of neighbors and neighborhood. And you might be feeling like alone or like a loner, not really connecting to the people in your everyday life. I mean, you might be feeling isolated, even amongst groups of people, even with your neighbors, even with your local friends, somehow feeling a little bit alone, maybe lonely. And that's been going on since last March. Or you may feel like a hermit and you want to be hermiting in your life, and that's fine. But that's how you're going to still be feeling during the month of August, because that's where Saturn still sits, although he is retrograde. And so it may be a revising and a rethinking of that strategy. Let's break it down as we move next. As a girl with laryngitis, let's break it down as we move through the story of the sky in gory detail, bit by bit. Let's start off with Venus. She's in a square to Uranus on August 2nd. Unexpected money surprises, unexpected love surprises, etc. Now, it's coming from the 9th house. So this involves foreigners, foreign travel, foreign shores. That's where Venus is sitting, or things to do with academics, education, book publishing. She's sitting up there and she's squaring, all right, Uranus, and Uranus is in your house of romance, sexuality. But this is also the 9th house. Oh, did I say squaring? Sorry. I am so sorry. She's squaring Uranus she's squaring Uranus from Leo. Oh, I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I am so jet lagged. I just want to get this out for you in a timely manner. Please, please, please be nice in the comments. I apologize for my mind. She's in Leo. That's a square from Leo. Your 8th house of chunky money. And the 5th house of money fortunes from speculation and gambling. So, well, a square can be scary. It can also be about excitement and action and decisions and, exhilarating kind of like energy. So one of the things I could say August 2nd is, did you win some money in a lottery? Because I don't see why not. That's the lottery house or the winning money house or the casino house where Uranus is, and Venus is in a house of chunky money. Give me that chunk of money. Thank you. So this could look like that kind of thing. Otherwise, it could look like a surprising, unexpected development. One of your children, children belong to the 5th house, and financial matters. And that looks like August 2nd. On August the 6th, the sun will sextile the sun, moving through Leo. Where is your chunky money? Yes, in Leo. And it will sextile Jupiter, the god of luck and opportunity, in the house of karmic debts. This looks like a golden opportunity to pay off a debt, credit card, mortgage, or whatever, to resettle your finances, to settle the bill, to cash out on something. This is also August 6th and 7th, a really good time for opportunities in work and career that involve sign-on bonuses or chunks of money coming your way. And this also could be a lovely opportunity regarding health matters on things that were hidden from your view and you didn't understand what was wrong with you, and now you can resolve those effectively. On the 8th of the month of August, Mercury co-joins with Venus. Mercury is backtracked retrograde into Virgo, and Mercury is in Virgo backtracking, and Venus has gone into Virgo, and the two are conjunct. Now, this conjunction of Mercury and Venus is usually about information or news or ideas that are positive, blessed, and good. Venus. It's happening in your 9th house. You got accepted to your favorite higher educational institution. You've got some really good news about your visas, passports, and travel plans. You've got some really good news coming from a foreign place, foreign setting. You've got some really positive developments regarding book publications. You got a publisher or agents. Really good news here about things to do with legal matters and winning in legal matters as well, especially with judges and courts. That's your feel-good vibe on August the 8th. August the 13th to the 19th, Mercury will square Uranus. Mercury squaring Uranus is an unexpected surprise. Oops, back me up. back me up. First, August 13th to the 16th, I talked about Jupiter, Mars. All the golden energy of 1989 has returned for health, career, pets, rental situations, and success there. Drive, ambition, and passion meet with Jupiter, opportunity, luck, and growth and wealth. So that is back in an Artha house. It connects to Pluto in your second house of money and savings, which flows to Juno in your, by the time this happens, Juno, contracts and agreements in the 10th house. Looks like a lucrative financial opportunity for some of you to do with work, money, and career matters. And this energy looks also very successful. But, and there is a but, even though you're enjoying this feeling maybe on August 13th to the 16th, and understanding it's a larger 2-year story, a synodic reset button of Mars and Jupiter. But also, you're going to notice that Mars and Jupiter begin to form a square or a difficult friction energy with Saturn in your third house. Now, Saturn is that place where you felt lonely, constricted, or unhinged about yourself when it comes to your environment, your daily environment, the people in the neighborhood, the people close to you, your daily interactions. Maybe not feeling isolated, or maybe like the outsider. Saturn, excuse me. Should I get water? I'm trying to keep going. And Saturn is conservative and reasonable and serious and sober-minded, and he is retrograde. So there's things about your past here that you've already been considering to do with travel, neighborhood, skills-based learning, third house matters. And Saturn is looking over at this opportunity in the sixth house, and he's asking questions. He's like the yellow light in a traffic light. What is it we need to really assess from the sage-like wisdom of Saturn, with Neptune rolling back as well, without any illusions and delusions? Does this new job require a ton of travel? Does it require you to move to another country? Venus is up in the top of your ninth house. In fact, eventually, or is it legal maneuverings in court matters and visa matters about this job rather arduous? And do you have to temper your enthusiasm? Does this job involve educational settings, professorships, things to do with travel, education, learning? And that's very much what it could be, or this offer opening or book publishing. But you need to look at the sober realism that Saturn offers. And then the Neptune tide pulls back, no illusions here, because that's what Saturn will ask you to do. You may also have some conflict with a neighbor, a sibling, or an extended family member about decisions you're making, Mars, to do with work and health matters in your own life, rentals and pets, and they're just objecting, and you're dealing with that objection, your honor. Yes, 15th through the 24th of August. And then Venus gets into the mix. She wants to say, hey, I'm going to also get into this opposition to Saturn. And you're going to feel that energy also taking place. It's kind of more intense on the 18th and 19th of the month, where Venus is opposite Jupiter. Well, at the same time, Mercury is square Uranus. Let's break it down. So Venus is squaring Jupiter, and Venus is squaring Jupiter and opposite Saturn, creating a T-square. She's at the top of the sky. She's in your ninth house. She wants something for you that is going to be benefic and beneficial to do with foreign places, foreign shores, and all the ninth house meanings I gave you. And she's flowing to you, which you don't mind, right? And yet, whole sign Earth trine to your Capricorn self. And yet she has to deal up some hardship energies with Saturn. It can be money and love feel hard or arduous or require dedication and grinding perseverance in order for you to take possession of an opportunity in your sixth house of debt relief, sixth house of, pets and tenancies and health and work. Let me know how that goes. I'll be doing a free webinar and a deep dive video in the month of August for this rare, not seen since the 1989 type sky. So you might want to jump in. Next, then Venus is also, and then Mercury. Around the 18th and 19th, Mercury is going to square, from Leo, your chunky money house, Uranus. Unexpected financial situations that could be positive. Remember I said earlier, August 2nd could be you win money, but you have to be careful here because Mercury is retrograde. So Mercury retrograde means you may have to go back over the fine details of chunky money. And there may be a little bit of a surprise that you didn't expect about the good fortune of August the 2nd, maybe looking like you have to fine-tooth comb through the details and the fine print of this chunky money, tax rebate, mortgage, venture capital situation, whatever kind, taxes, whatever kind of situation is involved in your eighth house monies. But you may be surprised, or it might take you unaware of some details you need to look at more closely. Then Venus squares Mars, right? Mars and Jupiter together. She squared Jupiter 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st even. But then on the 21st and 24th, she's moved along a little further and she squares Mars with Jupiter, but Mars more acutely. Mars, Venus square, hot, sizzling, sexy, hot energy for romance. If you want it, it looked like an office romance or a romantic opportunity with a foreigner or someone in an educational setting. If you're not going to have a hot, sizzling romance that may burn hot and also fizzle out, like for what else you could use it, and you can meet somebody in those areas, then this is all a clear sign that there's some difficulty around your decisions and actions you're trying to make around health and work matters, pets and tendencies, rentals, etc. Sixth house matters, and some need to deal with female Venus energy in a legal house, ninth house, in a foreign land, right? In a visa house, you've got to deal that stuff up, and immediate action and tension and friction and frustration may be happening August 21st to 24th to get all of that on the road. Or your work situation is going, or health situation is going to be complicating a travel opportunity or travel plan August 21st to the 24th. In that same window, August 21st to 24th, Mercury sextiles Mars, and Mercury's in your chunky money house. That can feel a little bit better. That can feel like we're going to smooth out some money stories that you need to, you were needing to address, and it's going to be coming into more of a, especially if you have a lawsuit. Mars is very good at effectively helping you win lawsuits in the sixth house. And this could look like a sweet spot around lawsuit negotiations and reconciliations, August 21st to the 24th. August the 26th to the 27th. Oh, I forgot the moons. Let me go through the rest of the details and I'll add the moons, guys. You have no idea how hard it is to record 9 videos in one day with jet lag. But because I was traveling and because the internet was out for the big down outage yesterday on Friday, that's why I'm doing them all at once. Be nice. Let's finish the thing and then we'll do the moons. Venus will be trining Uranus, which is positive and lucky and prosperous and expansive energy. This looks like you are going to be a grandparent and you're going to be surprised, or you're pregnant or your partner's pregnant and you're surprised. That can be very much a fertility story. If not, you're surprised because you got a book agent publishing deal. You're surprised because the visa went through. You're surprised and delighted because of something good happening with one of your children. You're surprised and delighted by a romantic getaway opportunity to travel to a foreign country. Surprise and delight, August 26th and 7th. Then August the 29th, give or take a day, Venus opposes Neptune. You might want to deal up some kind of removal fully of the illusions and delusions that have held you back regarding ninth house matters, which I've outlined. Venus can just mean that things you're trying to accomplish in your daily life, your third house with Saturn there and Neptune, and you've been a little bit under rose-colored glasses until the recent retrograde of Neptune, have an oppositional clarity that's brought about by somebody else. The ninth house is often advisors, like a counselor, a therapist, a guide, a mentor, maybe getting you to look much more realistically about the way you've handled Saturn, Neptune energies in your third house of travel, short distance, sibling relationships, daily life environment, the online social media world, how you writing projects, how you've been handling that, especially since last year, since last March. And this could be like the guide, the counselor, the mentor, giving you reflective feedback on these matters. The new moon that I totally blew off is a Leo new moon at 12 degrees, resetting you, a new moon reset button that lasts 2 weeks and up to 6 months, which resets your chunky money. If you've been stressed out about your inheritance, your savings, your 401k, your investments, the money you share with a partner, your settlement in a divorce separation kind of thing, this is a new beginning. It's a reset button. It's trying to refresh the screen on this story. At the same time, it can also open up opportunities with the North Node and Chiron in your fourth house for changes of home and foreign lands, especially also a new beginning in finances as it applies to buying or selling real estate successfully in the 2 weeks or 6 months that follow the new moon in your 8th house of chunky money. The full moon is 27 degrees of Aquarius across the way in your 2nd house of savings, resources, wealth, possessions, and dietary style about what you put in your mouth. You may end a particular path of a dietary style. It's no longer right, but you're also fulfilling and fruiting and harvesting something. Full moon energy in the 2nd house of your money, and it can bring over the 2 weeks and 6 months that follow this moon on August 19th, some harvesting of financial resources and well-being. However, with the square to Uranus, it can surprise you, and yet Uranus is in the house of good fortune and winning money. So it can still be a part of the fullness of winning some money, but it also can be some surprising money stories with your romantic partner or lover as well, other 5th house people. And if you're an entrepreneur, it's a bit of a full harvesting of money that takes a lot of grit and determination and action and decisions because your entrepreneurial life. Some surprising developments there that you must take action on in the 2 weeks and 6 months that follow this lunation. Okay. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You want to. And don't forget, my Sky Reader class starts in September. If you want to get on the early bird discount wait list, I mentioned earlier, go down below. Patreon community. I can't even talk to promote it, but go join for $5. Quit after a month. If you don't like what I'm up to there, why not leave? I give you 2 free courses every time you join that are replays worth $44, and I can't even speak to promote it. Just check it out, okay? I'm like so toast today. I love you guys. Thanks, Capricorns, for being ever patient and so kind, because I know that I made some blooper glitches, but I don't have time to edit because this content must go out on Sunday the 21st. Bye.